Good afternoon, good morning, and good evening. Welcome to another edition of Insane Rockets Division. As always, I'm your Chief Engineer, Thor. And maybe some of you noticed, we've gone to 0.14. That's right, 0.14. A couple of new goodies. And I actually wasn't planning on recording tonight, but I'm itching to try it out. And as maybe you can see by the title, we're going to do something a little different. We will for sure try and get into orbit, but then we're going to go to the moon. Yep, that's right. We're going to the moon. Now, some of you might be thinking, oh, this could be a lander up here, right? No, I'm taking the whole thing. I'm going to try. There was a liquid Munar missile 1. It exploded on the pad. I could probably show you that. So that didn't work out well. This is not going to either. As you can imagine, this is probably going to explode as soon as we take it out there. Proceed. Yeah, that's trouble. Fire it anyway. Go! Go! Well, we know it moves. That's good. Braces. Braces, everybody. And we're back. As you can see, I have added a few braces. I may or may not show you this. I may just take it out to the pad. We'll see how the editing goes. Probably not going to work out well, but it's going to be better, I hope. Let's see. Ooh, save. Yes. No, it's only 2 stages. Oh, clear the pad. Oh, that's, yeah, things fell off. Things fell off. The braces didn't hold. Let me get some cross braces in there. I'm going to go ahead and fire it. Because, you know, why not? Okay, we've got some movement. That's good. The first one I did, as you saw, it blew up. I did one, I'll be honest with you, I did one before that, and it just, it didn't move. Okay, give me a few, and I'll see you in a... That was redundant, in a few. Okay, and here we are. Apparently, it doesn't like the fact that I have all of that in one stage. It will get over it. Now. Yes. Throttle up. Bill. Oh no, it's Henzi, Shellwell, and Guscott. New Kerbals. Yay! Go, boys, go! Look at that! Oh, I'm liking it. I'm liking it. The question is it going to be enough? And do I have the sound effects turned down enough so that you can hear me? We'll see in post. We'll see it overheating. It's okay, though. They should blow pretty soon. Finish. It's blow is what we don't want them to do. Slowing down. Yeah, we're gonna need some more solids somehow. Oh, I haven't put on the RCS on. That's why we aren't getting anything. Oh, Thor, you're an idiot. Red text is going to tell me. Because now we're going down and there's no way to stop it, is there? No more momentum. Oh, and I'm out of fuel. Because those aren't connected or something. Oh dear. Down we go. You guys seem pretty calm about this. I think I'd be freaking out right about now. I'm thinking your capsule ain't pointed the way it's supposed to point. Nope. But I like you guys. Oh, see, now we're starting to see some concern. Yeah, it's not looking good, is it? Shellwell. Enzi's picked up on it. Now everybody knows pointing straight down is bad. I may keep this, I may not. We'll see. Let's see if I can flip it around. Will it flip around? And fire! Oh, and the parachute goes. Well, that's gonna have to put that in a stage, but we're learning science. I don't believe I've ever seen this before. Yeah, I can't get rid of anything else. This is just how I'm going to turn on the engine. No, the parachute snapped. And we're dead. Wow. That was a very interesting flight. Very, very interesting flight. As usual, give me a few minutes. I'm going to make some modifications. I've got some ideas. I'm really pretty happy with that. Obviously, we need some more fuel, I guess. These things are burning a lot. I'll be back. Alright, computer controls. Bring the throttles up. Not too much. We're going to try and save some fuel. Fire. Oh, the staging. Grrr. And we're back. Staging fixed. Launch pad. Computer controls. Throttling up. Oh, we got Bolnard, Roner, and Sidzi. Good. Okay, it's staying together this time. That's great. I've got the liquids throttled back for now, because we don't need the solids burning. As soon as those solids go out, I'm going to need everything. So I've got my finger on the button ready to go. I have turned down the wind sound, so I'm sure you can hear me better now. Throttle up. And it's showing these 9 I cannot use for some reason. Oh dear. Well, obviously this isn't enough to go to the moon, and I wouldn't try anyway because I want the whole thing to go. Fire the engines, please. Wish I could just restart. Can we restart? I want to figure out why those aren't attached. I guess they didn't get... Somehow they're not getting used? I'm not sure what's going on with the fuel tanks. Might just put hoses between everything and call it a day. Alright, well I'm going to end this flight here. And we'll see you after some VAB work. And I'm back. As you can see, I've added some fuel lines. I'm going to connect these as well. Just make sure everybody's connected. Fuel going to everybody. Alright, save. Take her to the pad. Oh, that 12 fuel tank seat keeps sneaking back in. It wants it to be stage 3. No, you can't have just 2 stages. That's insane. I know, but I want to. Save that. Launch pad. And she's together. Computer controls. Throttling up. Bobnard, Roner, and Sidzi, go! Oh, left something on the pad, I guarantee you. Yeah, there we go. Engine in the fuel tank. Alright, give me a second, I'll be back. And we're back. I am again moving these fuel tanks into that stage. It really doesn't like that. But I don't care. As long as it stays together on the pad. Clear the pad and proceed, please. Give me the computer controls. Let's throttle up and get out of here. Go! Much better. Now let's see how these fuel tanks work. We're back on the mains. Until we really need them. So let's bring her up just fine. Looking at some overheating issues, but they're going to be done before that. I'm ready to throttle up on the main. Keep her going. Keep her going. That is just crazy looking. Oh, we're going down. We're going down. Not enough. Without the momentum. I think this thing's just dangling here. Really doesn't look very attached, does it? Have a look at these engines again. Alright, we're going to call it here. Should we let the Kerbals live this time? Yeah, that parachute. I got to remember to do that too. This does not work well for the Kerbals. Alright, back in a minute. Stay together, stay together. Fire. Roner, Bobnard, and Sidzi. On your way. To where, I'm not sure. Really not. Wow, she's leaning. That can't be good. I have no wing. Oh, I didn't turn. Oh. Why they didn't fire? Whoa! Something has gone very, very, very wrong. I'll be back. And we're back, ready to go, not wasting time. Throttle up, fire. That is unusual. I'm not sure why it's doing this. It was flying straight before. Oh my. That's a problem. And I put everything on symmetrically, so I am not quite understanding. I'll be back. And here we are. This is the pencil. This is another in the Munar projects for Insane Rockets Division. This is not the actual rocket that I will, you know, try and successfully land on the moon. We're gonna, if it works into orbit, we'll get this thing. You stop going up and down. We will get this thing to the moon. I've gotten pretty good with the orbits. I have high hopes for the pencil. But no landing legs. I'll build another rocket. The whole idea for this thing, if I haven't mentioned already, is I want to take all of it. Not this. Now the SRBs can go. But no staging for the main liquid engines. The whole thing's going to the moon. Like a 30-ton rocket. And land that bad boy. Land I use in a... I use that term lightly. Or heavily? Going to land probably heavily. Anyway, this thing is going to go there if we can get it there. I figured I'd record some of this because you just never know, and it's fun. I've already done this once, and it had some interesting flight characteristics, shall we say. We have Nedger, Kerbal, and John Lynn. Gentlemen, be on your way. Yeah, that's special. That's slamming at the first is really, really fun. Alright, that's cool. I'm just playing around with some new controls. I've been, you know, hunting around, learning little bits in there, bits and pieces. Oh, we got the event log, alright. Getting better at using this, although right now, you can tell I'm still heading straight up and down. That gives you a clue. I've been learning how to read the ball a lot more. Whoa, that is really funny. Wow. Still going. Oh, this is going to be trouble. I don't think it's going to recover from that. What do you think? But no. I don't know, it's trying. So funny. Nighttime here on Kerbal. Where's our moon? Oh, just, yeah, that's what happened the first time too. Little catastrophic explosion late in the flight. Early in the flight. Mid-flight. I put a parachute on this time though. Live, Kerbals, live! So long story short, I've been having a lot of fun. Really still enjoying Kerbal Space Program. Love the 0.14 update. Kind of noticed for the 0.141 update, but I'll wait a little bit. Wait a little bit to do that. I guess I should take this. Yeah, that's an oops. Some bad flight characteristics for these guys. Sorry, dudes. A little bit of a rotation. Oh man, so funny. Alright, well, we know what's going to happen here. It'll either land or it won't. Back to the VAB. Yes, VAB. We'll cut some of this. I'll put some braces on, some wings. We'll get her going. Okay, we're back. As you can see, a couple of braces. That should help things out quite a bit. Some fins. Oh yeah. Got some fins going on. Alright, let's go take this thing and launch it. Which Kerbal should we have this time, gentlemen? Nedger, Kerbal, and John Lynn again. Excellent. Godspeed. Your deaths will be in the name of science, and I appreciate it. We all, on Kerbal, appreciate your great sacrifice that I'm sure you're going to be making soon. Fire. Oh, that's just wonderful. Oh! Where are you going? Hey. Hey. Well, I'm like shooting it. Everybody on the ground, run! It's shooting at us. Oh, wow. I love it when I get things I don't expect. I really thought that, you know, on the first launch where it went wow, 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 that that was going to be one where stuff would shoot off, but not this one. I find that very interesting. And a little... not too sure what to think about that. I'm just going to go for it again. Not chat so much, just get it right in the air. Throw a little there, go. Main. Oh, are we getting some... oh. Wow. That's aerodynamically bad. Interesting. VAB, what's doing it? Too much fin action? Too much of this? Let's get rid of those. Save. Launch pad. Very good. Throttle up a bit. Fire. Wow. That's the fins. That's the fins. Okay. Well, let's not have fins because it turns it into a rocket launcher. Wow. Kerbal. Computer controls. Throttle up the main. Fire. There's certainly so much more stable without those fins. Wow. It's the brake. Oh. Fascinating. Fascinating. And pretty. Fireworks in the night sky for everybody that lives around the launch center. Yes. Probably didn't need to cut for that. That only took a few seconds. Symmetry. Yes. Okay. Throttle... I don't know. We're never... okay, we're gonna go with that. I can't decide what I want to do with throttle. Computer controls fire. Okay, that's already looking a little better. Looks tortured. Be better. So stories for this particular episode. Well, I had a nice question. Text Loki will help me out with that. Ooh, those fire. Coolness. Ooh, she's leaning. That's going to be more than the computer I think can recover from. So the descent engine. Oh, trying to hold a pencil on the tip of your finger. Oh, Bobnard. We got Bobnard this time. Sidzy, Roner. I appreciate you giving your not so valuable Kerbal lives for the space program. Should I save them? You guys might like it if I save them. There you go. See, it's okay. Smile. You'll be back for another launch. Alright, let's figure this out. Huge modifications. Winglets. We'll see. We'll see. My Kerbal companions and friends. Bobnard, Roner, Sydney. Back for another very dangerous mission at the hands of your chief engineer, Thor. Go, boys, go. Make me proud. It is a tortured rocket. All of these are just not good. Definitely high on the insanity. In fact, I think this is more pancakey on the bottom than my pancake was. I mentioned. Section that I was a little disappointed with the pancake. It wasn't flat enough for me. Maybe I'll show you some footage of Flapjack. But yeah, this is going back missile ways. Yeah, I don't think it's going to recover from that. We'll watch it explode though. Excuse me, won't we? Manual control. Manual control. Back around, you can do it. No! No, don't head towards the ground. Dear, dear, dear. That was fun. Okay, very good. Gentlemen, nice flight. That's different. Rotation is still maximum, but I love how, again, it's so tortured. Just wants to fly apart so bad, but brace is holding it back from flying apart. First set of boosters gone. Fire! Hey, this is already looking better. Up on the main, down on the main. Rotating the other way. Fun, fun, fun. Well, it's still going straight up, so I'm happy. Figure out its orbit later. Just get into space! Go, machine, go! Alright. It's hanging in there. This AS4 seems... Oh, this one's maxed. The advanced SE8 is completely maxed out. Still going straight up, though. Relatively. Just that rotation. Oops, I'm making it a bit worse. There we go. Computer back on. Aha! As long as I maintain... Oh, look at that. Wants to rotate so badly. RCS on yet? Alright, I think we've done it. Orbit. Oh god, what was I going to talk about? I have to get that ready. Right, nicknames. Somebody asked about the red text to help me out. Loki the red text. Will help me out with who that was. Talked about my nickname, Thor, where that came from. So you get that and the story of a couple of other nicknames which are much funnier than Thor. You know, when I got that one, when I got Thor, I was pretty happy about it. That's a decent nickname. You can live with that. There's some that you get that, oh, you know, it's like you don't want to get nicknamed like Brown Pants or Craps a Lot, or I don't know. You fill in the blank. But this is working. You're coming out for an arc. Yeah, I can fix this later. I have been good at fixing orbits. Go to the moon. That's important. I'm down to 3 tanks though, so probably want to ease back on that thrust. That's the other reason this thing was probably going a little crazy. It's going to be just fine. Turn off the RCS. We don't need those. Just fighting with the other controller. Yeah, see, this is finally reasonable. All in all, looking pretty good. Some of this will probably get cut out. I suppose I could start the story. I'm not technically in orbit yet. It's getting really close, though. Back on that throttle a bit in hopes of going to the moon, and I am going to lean it over a bit more. Yes. That's very good. Upward velocity hanging in there. It's going to stretch that out and give me an orbit. Maybe some of you can tell I've been playing quite a bit, learning things. Better with messing with the orbits. I have orbited the moon a couple of times. Let's see if I swing around here so you can see. I have smashed into it once. There is Icarus 2 is out there, just the capsule. Everything else blew up. Tragedy. But it was there. Landing is tough. That's I've tried twice now to land on the moon. Not had any luck. Alright, so I'm showing 2 tanks, fuel left. That may be enough to go. Doing fine. Let's stretch this out even more. That's working for me. Very good. And we have an orbit. Yay! Okay, so let me get this orbit done. We'll call that for just a second. Have a quick look at where the moon is. Alright, it's right there, so I definitely go for it on the next time around, so we won't speed up time too much. How about 2 times? And I'll adjust the orbit in a minute. Alright, so nicknames. Thor I got when I was a teenager. There were lots of people around There were a couple other dudes that had the same first name I did, and Thor is a part of my last name. That's where it comes from. There were 2 girls that we knew that were part of our kind of group that lived in this area we lived in. It's called Fairfield Harbor. Look it up. Google Earth it. It's an interesting little place. We used to call it somewhere out in the middle of nowhere. Had a lot of fun there. So anyway, these 2 girls, they were hilarious. They were the kind of, Sandy in particular, if you got her laughing, you could get everybody laughing. And I think Sandy was the one that first said it, first called me Thor. And Sarah just cracked up at that, and they giggled about that, and it stuck. And I thought, as far as nicknames go, not bad. Other nicknames. I was going the other parts of this story, the funnier nicknames. We'll start with Jeff. Jeff was the guy that we hung out with. That was in our group. That, and I say group. It's just like this place where we lived. There were really like 8 of us, and in this neighborhood, and there really wasn't anything else. And the school that we went to was like 45 miles out in the county, so I didn't really see a lot of my friends from school in the summertime in particular. Nor in the wintertime, really. I mean, nobody, drove all the way out to Fairfield. Anyway, back to the story. Jeff, we were hanging out at a friend's condo there. Fairfield is a split retirement community and resort. Figure that one out. It was very interesting. Fun in the summer. Like The Shining in the winter. The resort, right? Nobody there. So, back to the story. We're hanging out at dude's house, and Jeff he comes over, I think out of the blue. I don't think he'd been invited or anything, not because we didn't like him or anything, but just whatever, he did this kind of thing. And dude that owned the condo went up to the door, and apparently, he has a peephole in the door, and apparently Jeff had gone up to look in it too, or something, I don't know. All we heard was, "Oh my God, it's that big face. That big face is in the peephole," or something like that. And again, I think that big face just set Sandy off. She just started laughing, and like I said, she has one of those contagious laughs. So that, we ended up, what ends up happening is we end up like calling him that big face in front of her and making her crack up, and it just kind of, again, it stuck. And that big face takes too long to say sometimes, so he ended up with Face Man. Sometimes we would just call him Face Man. Other times it would just be face. Hey, face. He would laugh too. It wasn't like we were, like super mean, or it was just a funny thing. And I doubt anybody calls him face anymore. Maybe some of them do down there. Been a long time since I've been back to Fairfield. But the other funny one is Kathy. Kathy is a very pretty girl. She was a little bit older than the couple of us. But we were playing poker one evening, and she had been, I guess, having not very good hands, betting very normally, very low. Tiny little amounts. Like, a good bet in this little poker game, and it wasn't like, I don't know, I don't even remember if we were playing with chips or money, probably chips. But we'll say a big bet was 10, and she was always betting like 2. So then she gets this hand. This is like after an hour of playing poker. Then all of a sudden she bets like, I guess we didn't have a maximum. Maybe we did. I don't know. She bet the maximum. She was like 25. She bets 25, and everybody folds. And she got like not all upset, but she was like, "Oh, how come I finally get a good hand?" And blah blah blah. Why is everybody folding? And again, the guy that owned this condo, he was again a little older than us. I don't know why I said again, but he funny. He said, "Well, you can't be an eager Ellen," and he kind of explained that's you can't just, you guys know what I'm talking about, eager Ellen. And it was funny. Eager Ellen got mentioned a few more times, and then that got shortened to EE. Somebody at some point just said EE, and that stuck for a bit, and then it was just E. People would just yell, "Hey, it's E!" Oh man. And again, I keep saying again, she was fine with it. I don't think she appreciated it, like as it was funny, and it wasn't meant as a harmful thing, really. So anyway, that's the story of the nickname.